Other interesting business news, Volkswagen nearly killed the Bugatti, well, at least to me, by giving it a EV platform, which I don't know if that'd be the dumbest idea in history, but in terms of business decisions, it'd probably be in the top 100, I would think. That didn't, no, I was about to say that didn't bankrupt a company. I don't know if they would or wouldn't if they would actually do that with Bugatti. Now, again, they're part of the Volkswagen group, but lately they've had to acquire interest from Rimac. Rimac, which they're known for making the fastest EV in the world, which it looks pretty cool. And I don't know if I won the lottery. No, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't get one because no. It only has two pedals. It'd be fun as a toy, but again, hey, good luck maintaining that, 20, 30, 40 years into the future, depending on how long you want to keep a vehicle with all the necessities for software updates and replacing batteries. But I partially digress. Now, this is brought to us thanks to Beverly Braga over at The Drive. They say, quote, VW leadership wanted the new Bugatti to be an EV, but Rimac saved it, which again, Bugatti, throughout its whole history, has been a big displacement engine, a lot of horsepower. And I mean, back in the day, of course, that manual transmission, as all cars should be by default. Granted, it's been an automatic since the Veyron, which, yeah. Now, they say that the Bugatti CEO, Mate Rimac, which again, founder of Rimac, the EV company, says, why did he choose that? And I was going to say, his words are infinitely better than mine, so I'll see if I can full screen this and share his story.
Make a Bugatti out of it. But making a Bugatti is not about making the easy thing. It's not about the easy way. It's about the hard way and doing the right things. I felt like the right thing was to have a combustion engine. And when
you see the engine right now, if you're just listening, you're missing out on a beautiful looking engine. It is like a work of art.
Already a combustion engine, it should be as emotional as possible, and that for me means naturally aspirated, so no turbos. But without having turbos, you don't have the raw power and torque that, for example, a W16 quad turbo engine has. So how do you deal with those two conflicting things? Luckily, we are experts in ultra high performance powertrains, electric powertrains. So the idea was complementing the quite, let's say, old school combustion engine, as it has no turbos, with a very high performance electric powertrain. So one electric motor in the rear, two in the front, and a quite substantial battery pack of 25 kilowatt hours that delivers the power, but also usable all electric range when you need it. So the electric powertrain is actually an enabler for such an emotional engine, because without it, we wouldn't have this performance. But the Bugatti is not just about technical facts or just about numbers. It's about the whole.
I was going to say, if there's any watch aficionados, I actually do think he has the Bugatti watch as well. See it for a fraction of a second on the camera.
It's not just about technical facts or just about numbers. It's about the whole package. It's about perfection, design, quality, craftsmanship. And that was an essential part of this project. So I had to turn up to the CEO of Volkswagen at the time, Herbert Diess, and had to tell him what I wanted to do with the brand. And this little car was actually instrumental to that, because this is how I explained the concept of the next Bugatti. And he loved it, but there were also many naysayers saying the next car has to be electric, or you don't have the experience to develop a hybrid car, it's way too complicated, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, or how are you going to develop a combustion engine car? You have never done this before. My answer was, I haven't done anything before, whatever I have done in the last 15 years. We had no right to do any of that, especially starting in a country that didn't have a car industry. So we had the confidence that we could do it together with the colleagues from Bugatti after joining forces. So this little model was what convinced Herbert Diess to shake hands with me and to give me the control or the responsibility and the huge opportunity to bring Bugatti to its next chapter.
So, ironically, because again, when he first became CEO of Bugatti, a lot of people thought, I mean, this guy's whole background is building an EV supercar company. There's so much speculation that the Bugatti was going to be an EV, which again, I think that would kind of be an antithesis to the brand. But yeah, I think especially long term, it's interesting. This is going to be, it's a hybrid. So that being said, it's the only hybrid I would actually want. Granted, physically that'd be, oh, yeah, I have to win the lottery a couple times. But nevertheless, it's one of those things where it is hilarious how they actually do. Again, they give you a lot of controls in the vehicle. They actually go through, they show you, hey, if you switch this dial, you can use the EV only part of the vehicle. I think you get like 20 miles of range or something like that, which again, that's not the point. 2 people might use that option realistically. Then you have the hybrid version. Then if you want, you can actually choose to have it only be the V16 engine, which is awesome as well. Now, of course, it's disappointing because it only has 2 pedals. And granted, I know I'm in the minority of wanting a stick shift super performance vehicle, but it was impressive he was able to keep that heritage alive. And especially with the type of people who are buying these cars, a lot of them are treating it as investments, which I don't know. I always say don't treat any vehicle like an investment because on average they always lose money. Supercars kind of hit or miss these days. They certainly do seem to increase in value, but also good luck maintaining a supercar for decades. That has EV components. Yeah, I think the battery for the McLaren was the McLaren P1. It's a hybrid, or one of the fanciest McLarens. The brand, well, they're only really known for the McLaren F1, obviously, but nevertheless, they're modern hybrid cars. They have those EV batteries that cost $250,000, which is insane. And good luck supporting that for years out. So it'll be interesting. It is interesting that Mr. Rimac was able to save that component of the company. And will the next Bugatti also be? I mean, it sounds like under his leadership it will be. Continue to have an ICE engine component. But let me know in the comments. I mean, consumer preferences do shift. Do you think the people who buy Bugattis would still buy it if it was an EV? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.